What is up? What is up? What is up? Let's slide this on over real quick. And I can't resize it the way I want to resize it. This is crazy. But what's the deal, right? Okay. Um, Real quick here. Let me see. Yeah. Let me see. Okay, we're looking good here. Just checking the quality of whatever I'm got going on right here. Don't have a lot of time today, but not. I ain't gonna say I'm not gonna try to get cute in the first few certain instances, but y'all get the drift, right? Just checking something. Yeah. See what that do. Okay, bang. Okay, that works. Just checking out a few things real quick. Feel me? All right, so okay. All right, so we got 7 games today. Okay, we're always gonna start with the injury news and things of that nature. We can start with Jackson too, right? I asked Jackson, give me their top plays today. I haven't asked them. I haven't looked at anything. Looked at it, right? So, right now they gave us Denver Nuggets at Dallas. Denver Nuggets -1. So it is with that. It is with that situation. Chicago Bulls. Utah Jazz, Chicago Bulls, Utah Jazz +2.5. Don't know how I feel about that one, right? Uh, New York Knicks at Sacramento Kings. Um, they are -10.5. So we'll see. Top prop plays. They like Aaron Gordon, 19.5 points. Um, that's his hit rate right there. They like over 29.5 points for Jamal Murray. This is a back-to-back, so we don't know if these guys are going to be going or not. But keep an eye out on that situation. Um, uh, Trey Jones over 6.5 assists. I like it, right? I like that. I do. I like that. So that's probably one of my favorite plays right there. The 6.5 assists for Trey Jones. Yep. Um, Really quick here. Let's go over to the injury report. So we know that's where we get our bread and butter at, right? So what we just what we just what we just figured out here is Lauri Markkanen has been downgraded to questionable, right? So you know those early downgrades are massive when it comes to the availability, right? So um, that's interesting. Let me share this up real quick. Let me share this up real quick. I can't share this up. I can. 1 second here. The Heat have emerged as an attractive landing spot for Ja Morant. Yeah, I could see that. I can definitely see that. I can see that there. Straight up. I can see that. I can definitely see that. Hold on, let me share this up real quick. Okay. So, how long have we been going? 5 minutes? All right. So let's go to the injury news. Marketing. Like I said, we're gonna talk about what can happen here, right? So if you want to pull the trigger early on some shit, okay? Um, so Dean Wade out, Jordan B probable, Paul George probable, Sandro questionable, RJ out, Jacoby Walter out, Benedict out, Zaire Williams out, New Orleans Pelicans yet to submit, Kevin Love out, Niang out. Now remember, Markkinen has the potential to be out today. Bulls haven't submitted. Neither has Denver. Back to back for Denver. Keep an eye on that situation, right? Because you got Gordon, right? We got Jamal Murray, right? So we'll see. P.J. Washington been out for a while. He's questionable. Brandon Williams questionable, but Max Christie is doubtful. I want to check something in that game. Shamet out. Schroeder still suspended. And then Washington, Trae Young, whatever. Kawhi Leonard and Zubac is questionable. We're gonna have to go there too. Okay, so look, I'm gonna give you guys, because I don't have a lot of time. But look, the Cleveland Cavaliers game, right? We got 237 over under in this spot and a half. I'm leaning over. Number one, I'm leaning over. So let me go over here to the over under. I'm thinking, and then this over, like Cleveland total points, they've been going over. They've been going over 7 of their last 10 in the first half, right? So first half, they've been giving it up, right? And then Cleveland, yeah. So first half, you could look at that. Full game, you could look at that. I'm lean over full game, okay? I'm going to lean over full game, okay? So that's one thing I'm going to do there. My caps lock is on. And I'll figure out the rest of this shit later on, right? Not later on, but at the end of the day, look, neither one of these backcourts I'm not a big fan of defensively. I'm going to tell you that right now. You got Darius Garland. You're going to get a whopping plus 170 for his 2.5 threes. Look, versus this team here, he's over at 2 of 3. Now, once he's only 2 of 7 this year. It is what it is. Plus 170, I'm probably going to have to be forced to take a stab at that, right? Donovan Mitchell, 27.5 points. I couldn't talk you off of it. He's been on the tear, right? 30 points in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You might as well say 5 straight games of his last 6, So, it is what it is. Sam Merrill's been hitting a 3. Mobley, I like this spot for Mobley. I also like this spot for somebody like Paul George to probably hit 3s on him. But I like this spot for Mobley. I don't know if I'm getting there, right? Jared Allen. Now, here's the thing with Jared Allen. I personally think he can get to his rebound prop. I do. The thing about that is his last 10, 7, 6, 7, 8, 5, 6, 7 matchups, he hasn't even seen Embiid, right? Versus this team. So I was looking at some of these numbers here. This November 5th game, Embiid didn't play. This January game, Embiid didn't play. This game, that's 3 games, Embiid didn't play. That's 4 games Embiid didn't play. And he just haven't been playing. Well, they haven't been seeing each other. That's 5 games Embiid didn't play, right? And this was a while ago. So, I don't know, right? I think there's a pathway where he can get to his rebounds, but I'm scared to bet it. That's just a long story short. Maxey, the usage is there. Couldn't talk off anything for Maxey. Edgecombe, if the 3 was at 1.5 at a parlay piece, I would take it. But it's 2.5 at plus 150. You can still get the 1.5 3 in places at minus 152. I like that as a parlay piece, the 1.5 3s. As you can see, guards are over this 1.5 3 in 8 of their last 10 games there. And then I was looking at some of the matchups here. The shooting guards versus this team here. Let's see, shooting guards. Actually, both right are in decent positions here. When it comes to points, Green. Assists, Green. 3-pointers made versus Cleveland, Green. Right. So somebody like Edgecombe, he could be of some service there. So Paul George. I couldn't talk you off the threes for Paul George. Probably won't go there, but it is what it is, right? Like I said, I like this game, and Embiid, he's definitely in play. But like I said, I like this game. I would probably take the over here. I lean towards the over in this game. Toronto and Indiana. Okay, so I know Indiana can give up a lot of points in the paint, right? So there'll be no. They limit your threes. Not saying you can't get there, but like I said, that's what they do, and they do give up some points in the paint. I was looking at so when I look at the cheat sheet here, you can see it, right? You can see it, right? So Indiana here. Let's see. So small forward. Toronto and Indiana paint points there, right? Power forwards, Indiana Green paint points, right? So that's that. And so when I'm looking at the power forwards and things like that, and the small forward Brandon Ingram, I'm going back and forth from the two, right? But Scotty Barnes is a guy that you can look and see his points in the paint and his field goal attempts, right? He's averaging double-digit shots in the paint, okay? Shot attempts in the paint, okay? So 10, 14, you know what I'm saying? Da-da-da-da-da. Versus Indy, I'll say versus Indy without RJ Barrett. I can do that. Boom, right? So what does points totals look like? Okay, 3 straight games in the 20-point area. November 26th, he had 24 and 10. And then he went 4 for 9 in the paint. So he's averaging about double-digit shot attempts in the paint versus his team and just in general, right? So in general, like I said, at 19 and a half points for him, it's in play, okay? That's just self-explanatory. That's where I'm basically trying to get to, okay? So, no, it is what it is with that. So his points are in play, right along with Brandon Ingram as well. Now I do like the 1.5-3 for Andrew Nembhard. I do like the 1.5-3 for Andrew Nembhard. This team is giving it up at 9 of 10. So the 1.5-3, I do like that. Just hopefully he's feeling aggressive enough to take that many shots. Not gonna keep tapping. What I will say is if they're gonna put pressure on the rim, J Huff. J Huff his block could be in play here. His blocks are sitting at 2.5 for a reason at plus 194. Versus Toronto, he got this 3 blocks the last time he played them. And like I said, Toronto could put pressure on the rim in certain instances. I can see instances where he could probably get out there and get his blocks. So you could take a look at the blocks for J Huff there in some shape, form, or fashion. 1 block, 1.5 blocks minus 166. And then 3 blocks is plus 194. This Bulls game, what I'm going to say here is if we get Lauri Markkanen out here, we could take a look at if we get Lauri Markkanen out here, somebody like Cody Williams has been getting minutes, and you can look in the absence of Lauri Markkanen here. Wait a minute. So 26 on the first minutes and then 32 minutes on January 10th. His points prop sitting at 7.5. In a matchup like this, I can see instances where he could get there. Okay, I can see instances where he could get there. So that's one thing. That's if Lauri Markkanen is out. Bryce Sensabaugh. Last time he played the Bulls, he gave him 4 threes. Without players here like Lauri Markkanen, on the first and the 10th, much like Buddy, he crushed his props, right? 20 points and 26 points. Those are the last 2 games right there without Markkanen and without Markkanen. So that's Bryce Sensabaugh. Svi, his 3 is going to be in play. This is the Bulls versus the Jazz. Come on now. Y'all already know. So the 1.5, I mean the rebounds, everything is in play. The double-double, whatever you want to look at for Markkanen, for Yusuf Nurkic, that's in play. There'll be no Kevin Love today. And then you'll probably see a little bit more Kyle Filipowski if there's no Lauri Markkanen, right? So, but you'll still see a decent amount of Kyle Filipowski anyway. So, Kyle Filipowski, about without Lauri, without Love, and without Lauri. Let's see. January 1st, 28 minutes, 6 rebounds. First and the 10th, 6 rebounds, 10 rebounds. And I think, okay, so yeah, that was no, what's the name didn't play either. Nurkic didn't play that game either. Okay, was just checking. All right, so Keontae George is always in play. So I do like Nurkic no matter what here. I can talk off the 11.5 rebounds. That 1 3 at plus money is over in 7 of 10, or the double-double, right? My first thought right here, though, is looking at his rebounds. And then, like I said, on the Bulls side here, the 6.5 assists for Trey Jones is, I wouldn't take the under. Kobe White should be back here. Bruzelis, 1.5 threes, and his points at 17.5. I like it. He's been crushing it since there's been no Josh Giddey. 1.5 threes for Vucevic. That's a yes. He's over in 3 straight versus his team. And, yeah, right? Then you also get guys like Zach Collins, who you could, not Zach Collins, but you got guys like Jaden Smith that's going to be of some value and things of that nature as well. Jaden Smith coming off he had an 8-rebound game last time these 2 teams played. He hit 2 threes. He can shoot the 3. He's back-to-back games with 0 of 5, so he's about due. And then, like I said, his rebounds could be in play as well. We just don't have lines for him. Brooklyn, New Orleans, right? So Brooklyn and New Orleans, I was looking at the assist prop for Igor. I did set that to the side. And I was looking at Michael Porter Jr. for sure. His points plus rebounds, whatever case may be. I couldn't talk you off any of that. Noah Clowney. Nick Claxton, he was in a wonderful spot. Last game versus Dallas, he'll be in a wonderful spot again here versus New Orleans. He had a triple-double versus New Orleans last time these 2 teams played. So I like Nick Claxton here, right? You could look at his double-double, his assists, or whatever the case may be. I like Nick Claxton here. I'm undecided how I want to go, but you could look at his rebounds and assists, PRAs, whatever. I'm going to just put his PRA to the side or his rebounds and points plus rebounds, and then just type down I'm undecided on how I want to attack it, like that. And then, as we know, Day'Ron Sharp can come in and put up stats in a hurry. Coming off a double-double versus Dallas. I can see instances where he could do it again, right? But, it is what it is. But Day'Ron Sharp can be of some value here. Day'Ron Sharp, he's in play. I ain't going to lie. 9 rebounds are better than 3 straight games. He's getting busy in a hurry, right? I can see them getting rid of Claxton in some shape, form, or fashion. Jeremiah Fears, Trey Murphy cashed the threes for me yesterday. 2.5 threes for Trey Murphy today. It's in play. It's just I don't like how Brooklyn limits guys and the pace that this game can be played in. So I'll just wonder, right? I like the spot for Nets. I do. Nets players. Denver at Dallas, right? So Denver is on a back-to-back, so I need to. I don't know if who's going to sit or things of that nature, right? So that's interesting because you got Jamal Murray can sit. We got Gordon can sit on the back-to-back. So it's a lot of scenarios that we need to plan out here, right? So I'm gonna just wait. I don't know who would sit. I probably think it would probably be Gordon would probably sit before Jamal Murray, I would expect, I would think, right? But, if you want to get to some of their props, I suggest you get to them, like, right away, right? Like Jamal Murray, his assist prop, or whatever the case may be, I think you get to him right away. Cooper Flag. They seeing these guys on December 23rd. I think Anthony Davis was in the fold at that time. Cooper Flag, the 4.5 assists is very interesting to me. The rebounds and assists and or the PRAs, right? So I like Cooper Flag at this spot. I'm gonna just put his PRAs to the side and just say, hey, I'm undecided. And just keep on moving. I like him in some shape, form, or fashion. Hardy, he played 21 minutes last game. He will shoot, right? He took 10 3-pointers last game. He hit 4 of them, okay? So Hardy, he's one of those guys we need to take heed to, especially in this situation here. We don't have lines because we don't know what's going to happen here. P.J. Washington should be in, okay? He should be in today, but we'll see. Najee Marshall, he jumped into the assist category last game. Last game, we had people that were out, right? So Max Christie is doubtful today. Nemhard. So at the end, we had Brandon Williams didn't play that game. So they only had, let me see. And then D'Angelo Russell was like a DNP. So I don't fucking know, man. Nemhart only played 20 minutes that game. He ended up still having 8 assists. So, if you want to fall back from the assist prop let me see something. Nemhard. They're not putting out lines because they don't know who's going to be in. Interesting. So I do know. So he had 56 passes. 56 passes. 3.5 assists is at plus 138. He had 9 assists. That was plus 2,000. Jesus Christ. That was versus Brooklyn. Najee Marshall. All right, if I'm looking at Najee Marshall, I'm looking at his raw points. I'll be looking at his raw points because the usage is going to be there. And the assists, I would be looking at the assists some shape, form, or fashion as a lean. and then Daniel Gafford played 24 minutes. This would be a spot where I think Daniel Gafford could be some value here. He's got a double-double at plus 550 on Fanatics. I think, man, I think you can pull the trigger. I ain't even gonna stunt, man. You got a double-double here versus Sacramento. I don't think there will be any Gordon. I think Gordon will be the one to sit. I think Gordon will be the one to sit. Let me see. P.J. Washington could be in the fold here. Dwight Powell played. Dwight Powell played 37 minutes last time versus Brooklyn. Dwight Powell played 37 minutes. They don't have lines out for him. 35 minutes, I mean. That's crazy. I need to see. I need to see what's going to happen. But 25 minutes here, let me see. They haven't played since the... He hasn't played since the... What? Since the 10th, huh? His rebound pop is in play. At the end of the day, I'm going to throw that up there for sure. All right. New York, Sacramento. I don't know what I like here. I don't, truth be told, right? But I do know I do like. I do feel like I want to take a stab at Mitchell Robinson. His rebounds are in play at 9.5 for sure. But if you feel like gambling, right? If you think he could even get you 8 points at a plus 226, 10 points at a plus 600, right? Or the double-double is a plus 950 on DraftKings, right? If you think because this is such a wonderful spot for centers here. So it's a wonderful spot. You can look at his points plus rebounds, double-double. I'll put the points plus rebounds right there, double-double, whatever the case may be. But this has been a great spot for centers, right? So let's go to the center position. Bang, right? Points here. Sacramento and Dallas, right? 1 and 2. Rebounds, Sacramento. Dallas right down there. Sacramento, number 1, right? So the list goes on and on, right? So, if you want to gamble, this is a spot where you can gamble at. If you think you could steal, if you think you could steal a couple extra shots, he got 8 points for you right here, right? He got 8 points for you right here versus Phoenix. Those 8 points was 226 plus 226. If you could steal 10 points for him, oh man. If he finds some way to get an outlier game where he had 21 points versus Philly on December 19th, that'd be beautiful, right? But if you could find a way for him to steal those points for you, that one assist has been a good parlay piece there. He's over in 10 straight games, so I couldn't talk you off of that. I'll track that too. But man, that's where I'm at with that. And then in the absence of Dennis Schroeder, you can definitely look at you can definitely look at Malik Monk, right? It's kind of it's weird, but I mean, hey, 15 points, 26 points, 26 minutes, 31 minutes. What up, Styles? Let's get it. Yeah, let's get paid. What up, Styles? So Malik Monk, man, that 20. That 1.5 3 looks enticing. That points prop at 13.5 look enticing, but that 1.5 3 is something that I wouldn't mind going to. let's just hope he keeps getting the minutes. You feel me? Let's just hope he keeps getting the minutes. DeRozan, I can't, man. I can't. I'm glad he's doing what he's doing, but I just can't. Precious, Achua, Reynard, I mean, whatever, right? I'm not on none of that. I do really want to gamble on. I do really want to gamble on Mitchell Robinson's points, but I'm in on his rebounds for sure, right? Washington, Los Angeles, right? So here's the thing with this one here. We know what all we want to do. We know who the Washington, you know what though? I'm probably going to take a rain check on the Washington side. The 1.5 threes, I like it here for Trey Johnson. I do. I don't mind that. I mean, it's 1.5 threes. What do you want me to say, right? Keyshawn George, Koulibaly, no. I'm not really right now, but the assist prop for James Harden, that's a yes for me, right? That's a yes. Now, that's a lean. But getting to the injury report, here's the thing. Zubac, questionable. Kawhi Leonard, questionable. So, where that sends me is straight to John Collins. The 1.5 threes again, right? He just missed it. He only took 2 threes. I didn't like that last game. I like the 1.5 threes. I'm going to like his points. And I'm probably going to play his points and his rebounds, or points plus rebounds at 22.5. So, you know what I'm saying? That's probably what's going to happen. I'm going to probably end up playing that no matter what, right? So it is what it is with that situation. Zubac, like the rebounds, the double-double. I couldn't talk you off of that. I couldn't, right? You get the double-double minus 145, even if it's a parlay piece. I don't mind it. His rebounds sitting at 10.5. It's definitely doable, right? So I'm going to have interest there. And then with Zubac being down there, I mean, if you want to get to a parlay piece, I can see instances where Sar can hit 1-3 on this guy, on these Clippers here. Last 2 times he played these guys, he hit 2 threes apiece. So I can see instances where he could probably muster up 2 threes for you, right? But he has these outlier games where he has good rebounds and shit like that. I just can't chase it. Okay. Now, I like a lot of stuff today. A few things. But how about let's see if I can get up on a quick three pick, right? And there's 2 of them right there, right? So I think I could get down with that. Let me see. It's a lot of plays I'm going to have today. What do I have to say? John Collins, points plus rebounds. 1.5 threes. Harden, 7.5 assists. Trey Johnson. Mitchell Robinson, 0.5 assist. Gafford, 7.5 rebounds. Najee Marshall. Cooper Flagg. Nick Claxton. Darius Garland. Igor, 3.5 assists. Buzelis, threes. Vucevic, threes. Nurkic. How about Nurkic? How we go to Nurkic? Nurkic probably 11.5 though. Let's see. A 3-piece spicy would get us around 6x. We get a rebounds. Drummond can get there. I do like Jared Allen there. Darius Garland. Scotty Barnes. I like Scotty Barnes. Points. The 1.5 3 for Nembhard. I like that. 11 rebounds for Nusuf Nurkic. 11.5 rebounds. 11 rebounds. I'm gonna have to like that. This right here. So if you plan on Prize Picks, that 3 pick will get you a 6x, right? Like if I put $10 on this, that a 3 pick is really a nice little sweet spot on these pick'em sites. That'll be like a plus what? A plus 600, right? So if I was to, let's say, you can compare the odds too. If I was to take, how about I pull up a book here? Let's go to FanDuel since they try to be so sharp. If I was to take, what was it? Indiana Pacers. Who do I have up there? I have rebounds. Let's go. Rebounds for Nurkic. Okay, go with the 11.5. Okay, then I got Dallas there and Denver. And I got the rebounds for Gafford. It's a 7, but to cash it, it would be 7.5. So just put it over there, man. And then who else did I have? Oh, Mitchell Robinson. Now his rebounds, I guess, whatever, right? I guess, whatever. Mitchell Robinson, New York Knicks. That's about on par according to FanDuel numbers, right? Plus 608, Prize Picks plus 600. Now, you got a little wiggle room with these specific numbers that you're getting right here because this is really to cash it. This is really he needs 8 to cash it. You can get a push on the 7, right? Right here, it's a 9, right? He needs 10 to cash this. The other one was an 8.5. Now, this is 11. You could get a push for Nurkic, but you get 11.5 back there on FanDuel, right? So, you know, it's ways. It's interesting. It's a lot of wiggle room there because you can get a push and shit like that, kind of like round robin style and stuff like that. So here's the thing: I am gonna play these 3, right? But also I can still start slotting shit in, right? Like if I'm standing in the rebounds category, of course I like a few other guys, right? Like PJ Washington, 6.5 if he plays, right? Cooper Flag, rebounds and assists, Gordon, rebounds are in play. Watson has been balling, right? So, you know, a Zubac or something like that versus, what's this? Washington. James Harden assists. Some unders or something like that for somebody like Middleton. Fancy score for Chris Dunn in this matchup. Collins, points plus rebounds, and the 1.5 threes. Najee Marshall. It's a lot of plays that I like there, right? It's a lot of plays that I like there. What type of 1.5s are out there? Vucevic, Sensabaugh, Ayo, Trey, and Trey Jones assists. Michael Porter Jr. points, or whatever the case may be, and Michael Porter Jr. rebounds. Oh, I forgot about Cam Thomas. I definitely did. 1.5 threes for him and his points, but the 1.5 threes for him, I would be definitely looking at that. Peyton Watson, 4 or 5. He's been balling. Going up against Dallas, I like it. Man, it's a lot of plays. It's a lot of plays, man. It's a lot of plays. Carlton Towns, I like it. 1.5 threes, back-to-back games. Malik Monk. Like I said, Harden assists are in play. Okay. What's that? 5? I mean, what do we do? What do I put up there? Do I do what? What do I do? What do I do? Um, 7 assists, Maxi, da 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 da. Jordan B, 4 assists. Edgecombe. Andrew Nemhard assists. Scotty Barnes assists. I like Scotty Barnes points and I like him to have a good game. 6 assists for Trey Jones. Like hell yeah, right? I'll put that in there. That's even you could even get a push on that. I'll put that in there. Nurkic assists, Vucevic assists. Um, Let me finish taking a look here. Cam Thomas, Sadiq Bey, Jamal Murray. Jamal Murray assists. Cooper Flag, Jalen Pickett. You said what? One second. Uh, Westbrook, Brunson, Hart, Malik Monk. What's James? What they got James Harden assists at? 8 on the head. I like that. I do. I think he can get a double double this game versus Washington. So yeah, Jackson likes. They switched it up a little bit. They like Denver -1. Now remember, you got to look at these because Denver. I think they're gonna have somebody. Gordon might be out today. Gordon might be the one because it's a back-to-back, and what's the name still might play. Murray still might play, so we'll see. But Jazz +2.5. Laurie Marketing popped up questionable, so keep an eye on that shit, man. New York Knicks 10.5 -10.5. Player props they like Aaron Gordon over 19.5 points. He might not play. Jamal Murray over 29.5 points. And Trey Jones over 6.5 assists. I like Trey Jones. Even if he don't get there, I still like his assists in this matchup. So that's what they like. I like a lot of plays, man. I'm gonna throw this one out here though. The 3 pick, I don't even know now because I really like Trey Jones here. But I'm gonna go 6 assists, Trey Jones. Vucevic, 1.5 threes. 11 rebounds for Zubac, 11 rebounds for Nurkic, 9 for Mitchell, 7 for Gafford, right? They got to cash some of these. Though, right? With these push lines, that's the only thing I don't like, man. But just to be throwing out there something, I like a lot of plays, man. I like a lot of plays today. I do. I think I'm finna get ready to go back and bet all of those plays. But I'm going to throw what? I'm going to throw something on this one, probably like a $5 ticket on this one here, and just roll with it. You probably get $100 if you put $5 on that, $125. So that's what I'm going to roll with, something like that. But at the end of the day, it's a lot of plays that I like. I'm even going to lie. Let's go to the books. Let's put something together on the books. Now, like I said, these 3 plays here is a +608 on the books. And then if you play these 3 plays on Prize Picks or something like that, it's 3 plays is what? Like it's equivalent to like a +600. So that's like a sweet spot on those pick'em sites to where you could just, you could get your 3 plays up there and boom, you know what I'm saying? If I could come up with a +200 or 300 here, or maybe not, maybe something exotic over here. Let's see. NBA. What the fuck? Games. Something exotic. I ain't gonna say exotic, but Cleveland. I like this Cleveland game to go over. I got a feeling it goes over. Utah Jazz. I like a lot of value in this one. If you didn't catch it earlier, Brooklyn Nets. I can see I don't know who they're gonna put on Michael Porter Jr. Maybe Sadiq Bey if he goes, but man, Denver Nuggets, Dallas Mavericks. Man, I was really looking at Gafford, man. Man, you get a double double for him at plus 500. That's, he played 25 minutes in this spot, right? And then keep an eye on the point guard position because Najee Marshall did have 9 assists last game, man. You can get 6 assists for Najee Marshall. It's plus 630, 4 assists for him, plus 136. Man, if 6 assists is plus 600. And on FanDuel, on the other books, you can get busy. That's another play that you could even Trey on a back-to-back. 8 assists for Trey, plus 200. 10 assists for Trey, plus 480, right? Keep an eye out on that. That's another. Let me put these motherfucking plays to the side, right? 10 assists, 480 for him. What do we have? We had rebounds. We had 10 rebounds for just say the double for Gafford was plus 500, and then the 6 assists. Najee Marshall somehow gets 6 assists. Those were some motherfucking hefty plays that I was looking at. Another hefty play I was looking at was if you could find a way for Mitchell Robinson to get 10 points, plus 630. 8 points. 8 points, that's 5. 8 points, man, but 10 points, if you can get him to get 10 points, that's a plus 600. 8 points, you can get that on, I think, DraftKings or some shit like that. But Wizards and the Clippers, 2 threes for John Collins, plus 110. It's going down. 3 threes for John Collins. 3 plus 350. Assists for plus 200 for the 10 assists for James Harden. Combo lines. Harden 180. So it would be the assist for me. You still for Harden, if you want to get 10 assists for Harden, you could still get if you want to get 10 assists for Harden, you can get it at plus 200, right? So if you want to do 10 assists, yeah, and the double is minus 180, so why would I do that? Right? Those are a couple plays, right? A couple long shot plays or plays that just not out of the realm of possibilities. So, like, let's say this. Let's look. Let me see. Robert Form. If you was to bet, this is 5 plays. If you betting all these straight, and you get one of them, any one of these, you in the green. Trey Jones, Daniel Gafford, this Najee Marshall, this Mitchell Robinson, but not the James Harden. If you only hit James Harden, and you bet all these straight, if you only hit James Harden, you might go down a little bit depending on what you wager. Yeah, you might go down a little bit. If you bet the same unit size on all of them, if you just hit that, you might lose a unit, right? But if you catch any one of these motherfuckers, any one of them, you in the green, straight up. There's Trey Jones, Gafford, Najee, Mitchell Robinson. They long shots, but if you bet them straight and you catch one of them, you in the green. And these are their maximum outputs, right? Like 10 assists for Trey. You can go down to 8. You can go down to Gafford, 8 rebounds or something like that. That'll be plus money. 4 assists for Najee Marshall will be plus money. 8 points for Mitchell Robinson or his regular line at 6. That's not even counting Mitchell Robinson's double-double, but I'm just saying this is really a gamble. But, these are the number one team, worst teams versus centers. You got Dallas and Sacramento right there, so it is what it is with that situation. So, what up, Ed? What's the deal? I'm just talking, shooting the shits right now, but it's a lot of plays that I like. Here's a 6 play that probably won't hit, but I'm sticking around the sweet spot. The 3 lines, the three plays. You getting a plus 600 on these pick'em sites at 3. That's definitely a sweet spot. And like I said, when I compare them 3 to on the books, that was plus 608. So not that far off, right? For those particular plays. But, those are some plays that I'm looking at. Jackson, I'll show you what Jackson likes again. But we got injury news. So at the end of the day, it is what it is. All right, it is what it is. I'll show you guys what Jackson said they like there. And then we'll go back and we'll generate a parlay, right? We'll generate a parlay. Boom. Parlay. What do they like? High probability 5-leg prayer prop parlay. 1 assist for Mitchell Robinson. He's over in 10 straight. Jordan Clarkson, 1 3-pointer, over in 9 of 10. Sam Merrill, I don't even know if he's playing or not. Wait. Sam Merrill. Yeah. Sam Merrill been dropping bombs on their ass, right? He's taking 11, 7, 13, 12, 8. Man, he's been very efficient from beyond the arc. That boy been efficient. Sam Merrill over 12.5 points. Cooper Flag, 4.5 assists were very enticing. Yusuf Nurkic, points and assists. Or PRAs, or rebounds, whatever the case may be, right? So that's a parlay from Jackson. I'm gonna leave that right there. I ain't even gonna stunt. I'm gonna leave that motherfucker right there. If I was to play these legs, I know I would. I don't mind that Mitchell Robinson. He's over 10 straight, 1 assist. I can dig it, right? The 4.5 assists for Cooper Flag, I like it. Or just take it down to 3.5 because we got injury news implications there. I like Nurkic. Nurkic, you need to get in on his numbers right now before they rule out marking him, right? So it is what it is, all right? I'm gonna leave that right there. And peace out, fam. Peace.